Aadarsh, when we wanted to do this event in Gujarat, you were the first one to come and say, I mean, you are Anar maybe. I should call it Anar as well. So you come and say, let's do this, right? But then I thought, okay, if we're doing it, we should definitely talk about your story as well. So coincidentally, UB Group completes its 30 years this year, this December. So that's a great achievement. Some of the businesses do not survive more than 15 years. I think you've done a multi-generational business and you are now leading the business in the front as well. So how have you added your own chapter to Gujarat's growth, and what part of your father's legacy that you feel very meaningful about when you look back?
Okay, so hello to everyone first, and thank you Anas for having me over here. Dear aaye durust aaye, Ahmedabad mein, Gujarat mein. I'll take a minute to speak about the synergy that I feel as UB Heritage that we share with Hurun India. You celebrate entrepreneurship, you celebrate achievements, and you celebrate long-term value creation. I can very proudly say that that's something that we have been doing very quietly since 3 decades in Ahmedabad, and I hope that this chat can only further strengthen that bridge and strengthen that synergy going forward. So,
how old are you?
Sorry?
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So 34 and then 30 years of UB Heritage. So I'll just correct one thing. I'm not the founder. My late father, he was the founder. I'm just taking it forward the best way I can. So again, sorry. You had a 3-part question. The first question I think was about how we've been scripting our journey. Okay, interesting one. So, Ahmedabad has always been at the forefront of development as far as Gujarat is concerned over the last so many years. And now obviously we've been very ably, other cities like Surat, Rajkot, Baroda, adding a lot of value as well. When you talk of being at the forefront, Anas, there are a lot of companies, other real estate companies in Ahmedabad who work at a much larger scale than we do. And I think the only thing that sets us apart is that we pioneer and we try to give something to the market that they don't know they need. We've been a developer of many firsts. Maybe back in 2008, we were the first developer to do a single floor, single home concept, even when villas and bungalows were the flavor of the market. We were the first ones to do columnless structures for office spaces. We were the first ones to do a vertical development on a golf course in Gujarat. Obviously, you've seen a lot of golf course facing villas, but a vertical development was the first one. Likewise, we've done something very similarly with a development on the canal front. So I think the key over here is, like I said, to give something to the market that they didn't know they required, and that's what has set us apart in our journey. The second part of your question was about my father's legacy. So, look, for anyone who knew him, late Shri Utkarsh Bhikhubhai Shah, I think the first thing that anyone would say is that if it's a promise from him, it's non-negotiable, period. So that's the legacy that he has left behind. Secondly, for me, most importantly, what I have seen him interact with farmers whilst we were acquiring land for a few of our projects, right? So I've seen him sit with the farmer on a cot, speak his language, understand his world, understand his problems, talk that language, and then after 1 hour go to a boardroom and have boardroom level discussions and then add equal value over there, and then go and have policy framing decisions with the government or semi-government authorities as well. That range is something that has allowed me to get a 360-degree view of things, and I try really hard not to let that get diluted. Regarding my own journey, when I joined back in 2013 after my master's, 2020 was a pivotal time for us when we rechristened Heritage into UB Heritage. It was a family-run enterprise with a lot of extended family members playing important roles as well. And then when the reorganization happened, I was tasked with with taking UB Heritage, the real estate part of it forward. So for me, I think my most memorable moments have also been the uncomfortable ones. Uh, the leadership transition was quite sudden in my case. So I had to balance out the old guard versus the new guard. I'm sure that many people in this room would have faced those issues at some point of time or the other, where you want to bring in new energy, and you obviously have the wisdom and the emotional attachment of the old guard within an organization also. So to balance that was a key moment for me, and I hope I'm doing well with that. So that would be my most memorable moment during my journey as of right now.
And so one thing I like about, I've seen in Gujarat, and whenever we've come here, is the bonding of all the entrepreneurs here. They all know each other so well. They all are so connected, very helpful, very enterprising, right? How much of that has really helped you in your journey in terms of building the business up, and how has that influenced your value systems and reaching the company to where it is today?
So, I mean, see, like you said, Ahmedabad is a small city. Everyone kind of knows everyone, and everyone's very helpful. We were just talking about it earlier when we were outside. There's a bond homie. There's a sense of belonging with each other. Everyone wishes well for each other over here. I think that's the key part. And you know, since Ahmedabad has always been a small city, we've all kind of, a lot of us have gone to each other's homes when we were kids, or our parents were friends, or our grandparents were friends, family friends. So those values at a family level and at a work level has always been ingrained deep within us. And I think it's just a very, very Gujarati thing, if I may say so.
Okay. So family businesses, manufacturing of Gujarat's top, right? And are there any decisions or approach that you've done differently compared to how your father would have done when you were building your current business?
A lot.
A lot?
A lot. Yeah, I think whenever there's the first gen and the second gen that comes in, I'm sure again that many would resonate over here as well. I don't remember coming across any father-son working in the same company who saw eye to eye on most of the things, right? I don't know, right? Okay, I'm seeing a few nods. Okay, good. So I'm not the only one, but no, I think one thing that I did very differently was, you know, my father, he always treated the company like his family. Every single team member was a family member. It was great because we kind of got values like loyalty. I personally admire that a lot out of our entire team. We got belonging, oneness with the company. We got a lot of alignment. All these things, it's very difficult to emulate, like I said. That also resulted in complacency in a few certain pockets. That's what I somehow realized somewhere. So I had to kind of take that tough call of rethinking the culture altogether. And we kind of moved from a family mindset to a sports team mindset. So I had to really try hard to communicate to my team that, you know, you guys are a sports team. Think of yourself, all of you have to contribute equally. You need to have a high performance mindset. You need to have a winner mentality mindset. If one of you fails, somewhere or the other, that increases the load on the other people. So because of this rethinking of this culture, it caused a few hiccups here or there. Discipline chaos is how I would put it. So I was trying to maintain as much discipline as possible. But I think the team eventually understood, and I believe it's paid off well.
Okay, now you've done 30 years, right? When you celebrate 40 years, that is 10 years from now, and you yourself have said you've done a lot of things differently to how your father would have done. So a lot of risk on you as well. You better be right about all the deviations in a positive sense. But in 40 years from now, how would you see, how would you want your business to be remembered, or to be seen, not remembered, to be seen and to be recognized as? Would you be more national? Would you go global? Just to give you a statistics, right? When we started the Hurun India real estate list, only 6 or 7 companies were beyond their local home ground state, right? That's about 7 years back. Now the same list, 65 of the top 100 have expanded beyond their home turf. Right? So Indians are going more national and some of them going more global as well. So would love to hear from you, what would you do 40 years from now? A real national real estate brand, or what do you have in mind?
So, real estate is a
40 years from now, 10 years from now, 40th anniversary.
10 years from now, yes, of course. Okay. See, real estate is a very highly regulated business, and there are like different laws for different states. I mean, if I want to set up something in Mumbai or Delhi, it could be the same as going to Dubai and doing something, right? Because it's a completely new ecosystem altogether. So you have to start from scratch. With us, what we've done is we are very mindful. We are very low profile. We maintain, we are very mindful about what projects we pick. So unless and until we see real value, we tend not to take those projects. So we've kind of gone into the model where we take up one new project a year and give it all that we have. Excellence is something that's in our DNA. We don't intend to let that go. I have seen with personal experience that it's really easy to get spread thin when one or two of the projects don't do really well as well. Ahmedabad is a place which has tremendous opportunity. This has been our home ground. This has been our playground. We are very comfortable doing what we are doing here. We still see a lot of scope to do a lot of good work over here. We have 2030 Commonwealth Games that have already been finalized, potentially 2036 Olympics. So to answer your question, 10 years from now, when we will be 40, and hopefully 2036 Olympics will be over here, I hope that we would have played a small but a meaningful role to craft the urban city fabric of the city and just overall make community living better one way or the other.
Thank you very much, Aadarsh. Can we have a big round of applause for Aadarsh, please? Thank you.
Thank you.